Hey together, Aaron the Black Dragon's back, and welcome all of you to another part of Bayonetta 2. The energy Luka gave me has helped me realize a new power. And... okay. Oh! I'm a water snake! How fascinating.
Why did you have to go and do that, little one? Wake up. Damn it. Wake up! Enough jokes. Wake up!
Love, you can't let kids' jokes make you that mad.
And what about you? Do you really think it's safe to play dead with someone who can make you dead?
Men like to gamble, love.
Risking everything for nothing. Seems about right. I know another little boy just like that.
Sounds like my kind of guy. Maybe a bit of a pervert, though. Let's go. We're almost to the cathedral.
Well, that was interesting. Now I'm curious to see if I can do that whenever I'm in water. So, can I go into that water? Game says no. But whatever, we're gonna figure that out in a moment because there's lots of water, so I'm pretty sure the new ability that we got will come and play here. But first, let's read. And the City of Water, well, fitting. So let's see what we can learn from that. The Water Capital. That's my name for this town. Northtown is surrounded by oceans and lakes. The sea provides more than enough for the residents to sustain themselves. The snow from the peak of Fimbulwinter mets into the river that flows to the base of the mountain. The river provides drinking water from Northtown's inhabitants. That eventually collects to form a breathtaking lake. At the lake there is a Cathedral of Cascades, an ancient piece of architecture with a very mystifying presence. Though some of this ancient building still holds together, including its unique pointed roof, the pathway that once connected the city to the mountain's peak has crumbled to the bottom of the lake. Ah, interesting. That means if we go down to the lake, we might find that crumbled down pathway. Well, let's go and brew some stuff together. I don't have enough to brew anything of meaningful things. At least nothing that can heal me. I can make some of those. Let's do that. Let's brew together one of you. Because I have a lot of things. Actually, I can make stronger ones. Because why not? And make another one that's stronger than that. And I don't need the yellow ones for... what is that actually? I don't know what it is. Maybe I should save up some stuff and make some of those. Because I don't have that. Period. Might be interesting to make one of those. Well, let's see what we have in the water. Yes, we can become snake now whenever we want. Ooh. And we can dash as well. That's nice. Can I dash out of the water? No, I can just swim on top of the water. So let's just swim on top of it for a moment, because I want to see if there's anything up here that might be interesting. Well, yep, there is. Let's go in there. So it's another one of the Muspelheims. Let's see what this challenge has to offer for us. Okay, doesn't sound too problematic. Defeat all the enemies, which time cannot be activated. Well, just dodging them should be more than enough for me to take them out regardless. So, especially with my new weapons that I have, I don't feel all that threatened about not having witch time, because that thing deals damage. And just dodging them in a good enough manner is good enough for me to not take damage. So, whoop, 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 whoop. No, and there we have some things that we can do actually. So, no problem with that. I don't necessarily need witch time, because I'm bad enough to activate it to begin with, so nothing lost there for me at all. Well, we did a platinum, still good. And broken witch's heart. So a little bit more health for myself. Nice, that will come in handy. Well, lucky me that we found that. And back outside we are. Let's swim around and see what we can find in the water. Hopefully something good. Well, that looks like the... Oh. Well, we need to find down here, it seems like. I cannot activate the flamethrower, it seems like, because my weapons have some nice integrated flamethrower abilities. Whoa! But I don't think that flamethrowers are something that works underwater, so nothing I can do with that. And take you out. And goodbye. Was that everything? Perfect, I take that. Also, let's quickly swim down there, because there's something that tells me that I really want to see it. Okay, I actually can activate the flamethrower on the water. Well, that's good, some green herbs. Seeing that I'm bad enough and always in need of them, that's good that I found some. So, let's take a look around, because this is the kind of place that's so open that they'll hide something there. Like that right there. And boom. And we get 1/2. Oh, vom Erlkönig. Interesting. So we need to find the second half from that. Well, not bad. As I said, this is a big enough and open enough space to hide lots and lots of things here. So I want to be thorough enough so that you can say, okay, at least tried to look at every single thing. There's no guarantee that I will find everything. Totally honest, I'm probably gonna miss something, because that's just how that works for me. But I looked around now, and I think I've seen every little nook and cranny, so... the game's saved. Not really thrilled about that. Well, let's see what we can find down there. Well, that's already interesting. What do we have there? Well, some enemies. That's at least something that we have. And there we go. Shoot you a bunch. Lots of those things. Not the best camera angle, totally honest. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't you? Why do you have underwater explosions? You're weird. Just pointing that out to you should be more than enough to tell you how weird you are. And... ooh, torture. Well, that's nice. Let's roast them under the water. Just want to point out, we're still underwater, roasting enemies underwater. That's just how freaking metal we are. Good. Get another one down. And... okay, that's a moon pearl. I'm not gonna shun it, but kind of was hoping to get the second half of the Erlkönig. So that would have been nice. Well, whatever. Moon pearl. Super useful regardless of anything else. And let's see what we have here. Camera angle is not really that useful with the snake, but it works. Whoa! That normally would be a place where I think something would attack us. But it didn't. Okay. And we're outside. How much do you want to bet that we missed something in there? Oh, and it's another one of the birds. Underground graveyard. Well, a few things to get in here. Probably also some enemies. Let's read about that. There is said to be a resting place for the servants of God in the Cathedral of Cascade, submerged underground. The locals told me of a terrible guardian that prowls the corridors, devouring the souls of any fool who trespasses in that sacred place. The people of this town must be fed up with me sticking my inquisitive nose where it doesn't belong. Why else would they concoct such a ludicrous tale? The phrase servants of God calls to mind images of ordained prophets passing down divine wisdom. I imagine these disciples also played a part in the shadowy past of the witches and the sages. I will find clues to the origins of these clans somewhere in this cathedral. I can feel it. The natives here don't know who they're dealing with. It takes more than a few tired ghost stories to put a damper on the journalistic flame of one Mr. Luka Redgrave. Now we officially have the name of Luka on those things. Always just a speculation that it was him, now we officially have his name on that. Well, let's see what we can get from that before we do anything else. And boom! Okay, which is hard. Do I think it's well, I could buy a lot of healing items, so let's enter the gates of hell.
Being a demon lets me read minds. You're thinking, shut up and take my halos. Let's do it.
Not exactly what I thought, but yeah, shut up and take my halos. So I wanna buy 3, because there's a limit of 3 per customer. But at least have something. Yeah, I really wanna have those things, but nothing to do there. Maybe some techniques? Can I buy any? I could get the Witch's Strike. Witch Twist, Heal Tornado. There's a few that I actually can get. Let's go with the Witch Strike since it's hot. Let's get that for us. And everything else. Oh, what is down there? Oh, the Super Mirror. Yeah, still don't have that. Well, regardless, I'm happy. Thank you, Rodin. See you next time. So beautiful. Now, I don't think there's anything else left. So, let's see what happens once we step on that platform there.
Here we are.
Okay. What exactly is it? Nothing I can jump on, but I can check it. I can feel a strange energy similar to Loki's pulsating through the object that appeared. It seems to be some kind of device. I'll try and get it up and running. Well, action.
An infernal?
They don't look like your kind of normal attention. A friend, love?
I think my friends and I might have had a falling out. Why would infernals be after me?
Something's up. The balance of powers that keep things in check don't feel right, does it?
Good to know some of you are keeping your part of the contract. Let's do this.
Well, interesting. So we now have to fight against the Infernals as well, buddy. Don't you dance too much with me. I have some moves that you won't be able to withstand. Also fire. That's also something that I have. Well, actually you're an Infernal, so guessing that fire is not the most effective thing against you, because something tells me that you are used to that. Well, let's use the climax and get you some hot punches in there. Also some nice shots from my incredible insectoid bow. Well, nobody likes a try-hard. And I'm trying way too hard. Whoa. Nope. I love it when the dodges get in there so smooth. No, okay. I'm getting really good with the dodges right now. It gives me a little bit of worry, because when it gets it good with them. Ooh yeah. Well, okay. I'm gonna take that. Thank you very much. Ooh. Ooh. That looks nice. Well, let's snake it up. Because I don't think there's anything else that I missed down here. Oh, there's a book floating up there. Well, journal. Where is it? Where is it? Oh. How did I get too high for that? Trademark. Okay. Trademark. Quests are often used to show the lineage and ancestry of a people. The Umbran and Lumen also used such crests to represent their clans. The symbols were based on the objects of each clan's respective ideology. The moon for the witches and the sun for the sages. These distinctive symbols, etched upon every Lumen or Umbran object of any importance, make an investigative journalist's job easy. A single glance tells you from which culture an object came from. The Umbran tombs sealed away by the Lumen are a unique example. With an Umbran seal on the tomb and a Lumen seal on the marker atop it, they bear the motifs of both the sun and the moon. A crest also exists for Aesir, the god of chaos. Carvings of this symbol are familiar sight around Noatum. Made up of a series of overlapping diamonds, each component is said to represent a single layer in the matrix of time and space that forms our universe. There is a piece of metal embedded within Aesir's crest that shines with an eerie glow. I've heard it contains some deeper significance, but I'm going to need a bit more time to crack this particular chestnut. Well, interesting. Interesting to say the least. Let's see what we can find out here in the Great Hall. Except for my nice little shield that I have on my back. There's bound to be something hidden around somewhere. Like, hello? Is that? Yeah, the second part of the Erlkönig. Like that. Let's see if this... Oh, enemies. Hey, I have some new toys that I want to try out. Can I? Okay. I don't know why, but they don't seem particularly good. And with not particularly good, I mean I taken way too much damage just trying to make them work there already. Okay. I don't know what those things are used for, but they're not good. And they made me take way more damage than I wanted to take them to begin with. So let's just quickly take all of you out with the climax. That was bad. Totally honest, that was bad. It was really bad. Can I have some health? Doesn't look like it. What does that do for me? That's really bad. That's not useful at all. It has a lot of charge up time. And now I'm hurt. Well, let's use one of my healing items. Better safe than sorry. Also, safe and sorry, let's... Boom! Well, I was hopeful. Wasn't I? There we go. Thanks for all that. Yep, that didn't end too well. That was a bad item to begin with. It might deal a lot of damage, but...
This is it! The bridge to the heavens should be right above us.
Are you sure?
Not really.
Not really, huh? But you're right. This is it. Call it a woman's intuition.
Women's intuition? What kind of silly comic book shit is that? You still don't know a thing about me.
Let's just say I have plenty of experience with nothing coming to mind.
What?
I spent 500 years not knowing who I was. I only found out the truth recently.
You too? Listen, I don't remember a thing. Nothing. I don't even know why I'm so damn sure I need to go to that mountain. But I know I have to. It's all I know. Does that make any sense?
Come now, little one. Can't let the girls know you've got a heart.
It's not like that.
If that's all you know, that's all the sense you need. Just believe. That's what I did.
Bayonetta. Let's do it.
Okay. Nice and all, but there's a Muspelheim, so let's do this. So, still nothing hidden behind me. Let's see what the challenge is in here. So far I had plenty of luck with them. Okay, defeat all the enemies within the given time limit. That might be a little bit more rough to accomplish, but let's try and do that. Might take multiple tries, but I have a nice little bow and arrow. And I did it! What up? I'm good at the game all of a sudden. Well, it probably helps me.
Been naughty.
Pure Platinum. Probably helps that I played the first game and know the combat system now a little bit better, but I did not think I was gonna be so good that I, up to this point, have not failed any Muspelheims. Because I remember in the first game, I missed quite a lot of them. And back out we are. Let's see what this sphere is. Seems like a bad time. Well, let's read about that sphere first. Advanced technology. Let's see what that says. Sometimes we discover things from the past we find hard to believe. I've seen artifacts displaying a level of civilization that could not have existed in the time they were claimed to have been created. Ruins are found built with technology far too advanced for that of their era. Noatun is said to be one such place where this phenomenon occurs. Unsure of what I would find, I decided to investigate the Cathedral of Cascades. The cathedral stands in the middle of a lake, requiring me to take a boat to reach it. Its outer walls were in worse conditions than I had expected, as debris blocked the entrance. It took a little improvisation to find a way inside. Surprisingly, the cathedral was in much better conditions indoor, and I reached the center of the building in no time. It seemed to be the base of the tower in Noatun that almost scraped the sky, created to be symbolic of the sacred mountain Fimbulwinter. They say there used to be a path from the top of the tower that connected the peak of the mountain. There was this strange sphere-like object sitting on the ground too. Could it have been the ancient elevator I heard the townspeople talk about? Curiously, there were no wires or anything attached to it. How's it supposed to take people up to the top? I didn't see the stairs either, so I assume it was an elevator. But maybe I was wrong? Some of the things people come up with, seriously. Whatever that was, I want to figure it out eventually. I snapped a photo so that I'll show it to someone who might know a thing or two about it. Of course, only after I've finished the rest of my investigation here. Yeah, there's some thinking going on. Also, before we do anything in there, anything back there? No, well, little one.
I think I remember this.
Huh?
You again?
Oh, hey, mouthy brat kid.
So, I see you're acquainted.
How did you get here?
I'm the great Luka. Luka. I didn't go through all these ridiculous ordeals to just randomly show up in opportune places, you know.
See? Risking everything for nothing. Told you I knew someone just like that. So, what are you after this time?
Oh, loads of stuff. For instance, I found this really great place for seafood. They do an amazing sardine meuniere. But more importantly, I'm investigating an old Noah-Toon story, known as The Legend of Aesir.
The Legend of Aesir?
And this fairy tale is?
Actually, this might have something to do with you, Bayonetta.
You don't say.
The Legend of Aesir. A legend from the dawn of time. Nobody knows where the world came from. A struggle caused the Trinity of Realities to be split into 3 realms: light, darkness, and chaos. Obviously, our world was the one born from chaos. The 3 worlds all needed rulers, most of all ours. And the one that ruled the chaos became known as Aesir. Aesir spent the first eternity quietly looking upon the earth from his holy mountain. Where we only see reality and make it match our rules of the world, Aesir saw through reality, and those visions became our world. These observations became Aesir's power. Aesir's eyes were truly the eyes that created the world. However, Aesir pitied the humans for their naivete and lack of free will, so the power he wielded was split into 2 equal halves, and entrusted each to humanity's instincts: the right eye of light and the left eye of darkness. By dividing the power of the eyes of Aesir, humans gained free will. They could now choose. With control of the eyes of the world, the eyes that determine destiny, humans could choose their own paths. They awoke to their own identities. Man is but a reed, the most feeble thing in nature, but now we were thinking reeds, and we took our first big step towards grand prosperity. The inheritors of the eyes of Aesir had been granted the power of creation.
The eyes.
That's right, the eyes of the world, controlled by a Lumen Sage and Umbra Witch.
The eyes of the world?
However, the influence of the right eye, the one controlled by the sages, left this world forever with the death of the final sage. Do the natural disasters that are occurring right now have something to do with the loss of the right eye? And what will happen to our planet? Those are the truths I'm after. And the truth will always be the truth. So if the truth is here, then so am I. And I think the key to that truth is that mountain, Fimbulventer.
How do you find these things?
I've done my homework. Would you expect anything less from the marvelous, magnificent, magnanimous Luka? Ah!
Bayonetta, get on!
Well, before we leave all of this off, let's have one last tango up here with some enemies, because who knows where we're gonna end up after all of that. Ooh, punish. It's always something that I like. And... whoa, buddy! Have some nice shots going there. Sadly, you do miss a lot. Whoa. May I say. Whoop-pa-pa. I also have a bow now, so I can do a lot of things that you can do too. Okay. Dislike those little buggers, because they can be frustrating. Oh. Well, let's save up my climax a little bit. Don't want to use too much, just enough so that I can say I don't have to worry about any of you. Goodbye, and... did I do it? Yeah, of course I didn't. And let's kick you in there. Goodbye. Nice. And whoop. Ooh, activated witch time. They're a little bit more complicated to dodge because they just have this... oh, well, that worked out. You just have this little ring that appears around them when they shoot, and to get the timing right for that, it's a little bit tricky. Whoop. But whatever, we did it. At least I suspect. Yep, we did it.
Shit! We're not going to make it!
Oh my god, I'm playing as him. Okay, I can dodge. Whoop, did it. Oh, that is interesting. I didn't think that I was gonna play as him. I can jump, I can dodge, and I can attack you. Whoop, nope, and goodbye. Go back there. Nobody likes you. All I need to do is run away from you, and eventually I think Bayonetta will help me out there. And dodge. And goodbye. There you go. Do me a favor and just fall down. Would be much appreciated. Okay, just a little bit and dodge.
That was easy. If I can just do something about that.
Well, fascinating. We're playing as the little one now.
Come on!
Oh. Well, this seems to be a bad spot for me, but I'm confident enough that I can do this because I get a full heal, so ooh, that's a good one. That's really nice, and I like it that I have this ability now to shoot you from a distance. Makes it a lot easier to take you out. A bit of fire for both of you and dodge. So far, no problem with any of you. Well, maybe a little bit of a problem, but not in general. And ooh, papa. I like the fact that I'm good at dodging right about now. Didn't think that I was ever gonna get to that point. Whoa. And lots of fire damage, because my bow is amazing in pushing enemies back. And one of those. Okay, whoa. I can't believe that I dodged so many of them by now. Okay. And oh god. Yeah, well, I didn't think that that one was an actual attack there. Oh, you're a douchebag. If I can take one of you out, then I'm already happy. Because that means I have lots less to deal with. Oh, I actually dodged something there. Whoop. And climax. Only have one of you to take out. So let's go with the stronger weapon there. And there you go. And shoot you a bunch. Ow. I thought, for some odd reason I thought that was just a wind up. So, whew. Can you give me a second? There's stuff that I wanna have. And no, whatever you're doing, stop it right now. That was not cool at all. Whoop. There we go. Attack your legs. Because somehow I think that you don't like that. And goodbye. Well, silver medal.
Right. Let's go.
Let's.